In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a one product dropshipping store using WordPress. And to create this dropshipping store, we are going to use a theme that is made perfectly for online stores. This website we'll be building has a hero section with two call to actions where you can click on buy now to take you to the product page, or you can click on see a product in action and it will take you to a video. This online store comes with an about page, a contact page, a frequently asked questions page, and all the other boring pages. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully dynamic and interactive store that you can use to start making sales immediately. In this video, I'll show you how to get your own custom domain name and web hosting. I'll show you how to install WordPress, which is the free software that we'll use to create our website and also customize it the way we want. And don't worry if you are new to WordPress, because I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. I will specifically show you how to use a drag and drop page builder so that you won't need any coding or past experience. In this video, I'll show you how to install WooCommerce that we'll use to add our product to our store. And I'll specifically show you how to import our product from Aliexpress onto our store. Also, I'll show you how to integrate a payment gateway to your shop, and also show you how to fulfill orders so that your customers will keep buying from your store. This video is going to be a bit long, so I'll leave a timestamp in the description down below so that you can move to any part of the video. So, if you want to learn how to create this beautiful one product dropshipping website, keep watching. Hello guys, this is Sonic here at Dikupages Web, where I do web tutorials just like this one. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. That said, let's jump into the video. To create our website, we are going to use only free resources. The only thing we need to pay for is a domain name and a web hosting, which is a standard for every website. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get your own custom domain and web hosting. So to get a custom domain name and web hosting, click on the very first link in the description down below. Or you can go to your browser, enter dikupages.com in the address bar, then /Asura. Enter. This brings us to asurahosting.com. Asura Hosting offers multiple affordable hosting services to suit you perfectly. They have website hosting, reseller hosting, VPS hosting, and radio hosting. So for our purpose, we are going to web hosting. Asura Unlimited Web Hosting is a shared hosting that comes with unlimited bandwidth, NVMe Express SSD disk storage, email accounts, and many more, where you can choose between cPanel or direct admin when you are signing up, with up to 30% recurring discounts when billed annually for longer periods. Now let's take a look at the various shared hosting plans. Now with Asura Hosting, you can choose from Starter, Unlimited, and Unlimited Plus, where you can switch between direct admin or cPanel. So you can either decide to use direct admin, where you pay $1 per month for starter, or cPanel, where you pay $1.29 per month. So depending upon whichever control panel you want to use, either direct admin or cPanel. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to use direct admin, where I will pay less. So these are the various features you get under the starter. You get 12 GB NVMe Express SSD storage, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited free SSL certificates, 15 email accounts, 15 websites, 15 databases, and many more. However, with the starter, you don't get to have private name servers, free gold, 10 key reseller plan, you don't also get free domain yearly or free dedicated IP. Now for the unlimited package, everything you get is unlimited except that you will not get free gold 10 key reseller plan, free yearly domain, and also you won't get free dedicated IP. And lastly, with unlimited plans, you get all the features which are unlimited, and you also get free domain yearly as well as free dedicated IP. So I will recommend you to go in for the unlimited plans if you want to get extra features that the starter and the unlimited does not come with. Now going down, it is very important to take notice that when you are using the starter, for instance, you were paying $12 for a year, and at a renewal you also pay $12 for a year. You don't need to pay extra for subsequent years as other web hosting platforms do. So going up, I'm going to use the starter package for this tutorial. So I click on order now. So in here I can register a new domain or transfer my domain from another registrar, or I use my existing domain and update my name servers. So in here I'm going to register a new domain. So I search for the domain I want to use. Take note, the domain name you are going to use should be unique to you. If a particular domain is already registered, you cannot also register it for the second time. So let me search for a domain that I want to use. Dikupages, and then the domain extension, you can drop down the arrow here and choose the particular domain extension you want to use. Now if you are creating for a business and you want to go international, I would recommend you use .com. You can go ahead and use .net, .org, .biz. You can go ahead and use .org if you are creating for an organization, that is for instance an NGO. I will always recommend you use .com if you want to go international. So I choose .com, then I click on check. So if this domain is not registered, it will be available for me to use. But if it is registered, I cannot register it for the second time. So you see, Dikupages.com is unavailable. What this means is that the domain name Dikupages has already been registered. Perhaps if I want the same domain name, I can go with a different domain extension, that is either .org or .net and whatever. But I want .com, so I will search again. So instead of Dikupages, I will say Dikupages web, then I click on check. Awesome, congratulations, Dikupages web.com is available for $99.99. So I click on continue. So these are the various features I'll get for the starter plan for the web hosting, which is $12 per year. So going down, you can choose your billing cycle either annually, 2 years or 3 years. However, if you choose more than a year, that is 2 years, you save 16%, and you also save 16% when you go in for 3 years. You can also choose additional services like dedicated IP, either monthly or yearly, ballister license, WHMCS, starter license. We don't need all this. So what I do is I click on continue, and in here I have the opportunity to use free DNS management. So I check this. IP address, I need to pay for it. I don't want to pay extra. And then email forwarding is free, so I check it. Then I click on continue. I like free things. And now the web hosting for starter plan is $12 per year, and then the domain registration is $99.99 per year, and everything amounts to $21.99 per year. Now going down, you can choose your currency depending upon where you are coming from. I'll leave it as dollars. If you have a promo code, you enter it in here. And finally, billing details. So if you are an existing customer, you click on existing customer login and then continue. But here is the case, I'm going to create a new account. So in here, I fill all these details: my first name, last name, email address, phone number. which is optional. Then my billing address, company name, which is optional, street address, city, state, and then country. Then in here, I enter my password and confirm my password. Now, payment method, you can go by PayPal. You can also pay by direct credit or debit card. You can also pay with Bitcoin. So I want to pay with my debit card. So I select that. Now in here, I enter my card number, the expiry date, and then the CVV number. Afterwards, I click on checkout. So now I'll fill all these details and go ahead and click on checkout and get back to you. Okay, my order is placed. I click on continue to client area. And now I am in my Asura hosting dashboard, and right there is the domain I've registered, dikupagesweb.com. Now let's go ahead and check our email for the login details to Asura web hosting. Alright, I'm in my Gmail account, and Asura will send us so many messages. So for the first time, you need to confirm your domain name by going here. Because I'm already on Asura, I won't get that confirmation link. By you coming to Asura for the first time, you need to click on the link just to confirm your account. So I go back. The next thing I'll do is look for Asura hosting, that is hosting account information. So I click in here. Then this particular email will have the login details to my Asura hosting platform. Right here, I have my control panel login details, which I need to hide for obvious reasons. So to be able to log into your control panel, you need to open the server URL. So I'll just highlight it, and I can right click, copy, open a new tab, paste it in, enter. Then I'll go back and grab my username and password. So I'm just picking the password because the username is simple to remember. Then I click on sign in. And now we are in Asura hosting cPanel. And these are the various features you get when you host with Asura hosting or any other hosting platform. So that's it, guys, on how to get a domain name and a web hosting with Asura. Now let's go ahead and install WordPress. So to install WordPress, I scroll down to extra features. Then I click on SoftwareClause Auto Installer. With SoftwareClause Auto Installer, I'm just a few clicks away from installing WordPress. So I have WordPress here. I click on install. Under choose installation URL, you need to make sure that it is HTTPS, and then choose a domain. I have a bunch of domain in here, and this is the very one we have registered. So I click on it. In directory, you don't want anything to be there, so I take it off. Scroll down. Under site settings, in here you can choose the name of your website as well as the site description. I'll leave these two for now so that I'll use it to show you how to change the name of your WordPress website as well as the site description. Admin account, I enter my username and password. These two details are the login details you use in order to log into your website to edit it. So I'll do this pretty quick. Okay, I've entered my login details. Next is email address. I'll use my Gmail address. That is the email address I used to sign up on Asura. I scroll down. I don't do any other thing. Just go to the end and click on install. And WordPress will install in some few seconds. I'm doing this in real time. Awesome. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. So in here, I can click on this URL, that is dikupagesweb.com, to go to the home page of my website. So I click on it. It will open in a new tab. And boom, we are right there. So this is my website. Next, I can also click on this administrative URL to take me to the dashboard of my website, but I don't want to do that. I want to show you how to log into your WordPress website. So I go back here and I click at the end. Then I bring /WP admin, hit enter. In here I enter my login details and click on login, and now I'm in my dashboard, and that is the back end of my WordPress website. If I right click on the name of my website, open link in a new tab, this is the front end of the website. That is what users will see when they enter dikupagesweb.com into their web browsers. Right here is the administrative bar. They won't see this. I'm only seeing this because I've logged into my website. And right here is the back end of my website. The next thing I'm going to do is to clean up my WordPress website and also set it up. So first of all, I go to post. Defaultly, when you install WordPress, you get a hello post being created for you. I don't need this, so I click on trash. Click on trash right here, then empty the trash. Next, I go to pages. You don't need all these pages. I check them up here. Go to bulk actions, move to trash, apply. Click on trash, empty the trash. Next, I go over to appearance. That is where I have all my themes installed, and defaultly, when you install WordPress, you get these 3 themes, and the active one is the 2021 theme, which means I don't need the rest of these 2 themes. So I click on theme details, delete. Okay. So I'm now left with the default 2021 theme, and this is not the theme we are going to use. So when we finally get to install the theme we want to use, we'll also go ahead and delete this one. Next, I go to plugins. Take note, plugins extend the functionality of your WordPress website. I don't need all these plugins. They are not even activated anyway. So I click on check all, go to bulk actions, delete, apply. Okay, and off they go. Now also click on dashboard. Now I want to get rid of all these widgets right here, so I click on dismiss, click on screen options, and I uncheck all these to get rid of everything from my dashboard. I click back on it. Next, I go over to settings, then I click on general. So this is where we can change the name of our website. And the site title, I remove my blog, then I enter the name of my website, air purifier, and the tagline, purify your room with this cool air purifier. So in here is my URL. Take note, there are instances your website will not be secured simply because the padlock here is crossed. And when you see that, this is where you can set that up, which means the S here will not be part of your URL. All what you need to do is just add it up, then go ahead and click on save changes. And when that is done, it will log you off from your website and you need to log in again. But with Asura, everything is always set for you. You don't need to do this manually. So next is my administrative email address, which I can change if I want, but I don't want to change. Membership, in here you want to set it to anyone can register, because you are making an e-commerce website where you want your buyer to sign up on your website in order to buy your products. Now scroll to the end, click on save changes. Next, I go over to permalinks. In here I want to set my common settings to post name instead of day and name. I want to have my URL to be dikupagesweb.com/ the name of my post instead of the current date that you see in here. So I click on post name. This is very good for search engine optimization. Then I click on save changes. So that's it on cleaning and setting up our WordPress website. The next thing I'm going to do is to install a theme. A theme is basically the design and layout of your WordPress website. So currently, this is the theme we are using. That is the green background and the black text. So I'll go back to the back end and install a new theme. To do that, I go over to appearance and I click on themes. Click on add new. Under search themes, I search for Astra. I have Astra right here. I click on install. It is installed. I activate. Now let's take a look at the current look and feel of our website. So I click on refresh, and this is how our website will look like. I go back. Now that we have finished installing our theme, the next thing I'm going to do is to install some plugins. So I go over to plugins, click on add new. Under search plugins, I search for Elementor. Elementor is a page builder that we use in order to design our website. I have Elementor right here. I click on install now. It is installed. I activate. I'll install another plugin, so I click on add new here, and I search for WP Forms. WP Forms is a plugin for a contact form. Click on install now. That is what we use to create our contact form for our website. It is installed. I activate. Plugin activated successfully, and the last plugin I will install is WooCommerce. So I go over to plugins, then click on add new. And the search plugins, I search for WooCommerce. I have WooCommerce right here. Install now. WooCommerce is the plugin that we use to import our products from Aliexpress, and is one of the world's most popular open source e-commerce solution. It is installed. I activate, and once it is activated, it will take you to the setup page. In here, I'm not going to go through setting up WooCommerce because I'm not going to do product delivery by myself. I will use Aliexpress to do the delivery, so I'll skip this step. I exit out of here. Now that all my plugins are installed, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and import my product onto my store. And to do that, I need to open an account with a third-party website which I can use to import the product onto my store. First of all, I exit out of here. I don't need them anymore. So to do that, I go over to a new tab, then enter Dikupages.com/Ezusy. Hit enter. I'll leave a link to Ezusy in the description down below. It's an affiliate link. Ezusy is a platform that you can use to import your product from Aliexpress and also go ahead and add it to your store. So I'll go ahead and click on register. So in here are the pricing plan, where we have free plan, basic plan, pro plan, and unlimited plan. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we are going to go with the free plan. And with the free plan, you can import 150 products, and you can also fulfill 50 orders within a month. So if you want to fulfill more than 50 orders within a month, you need to go with the basic plan, pro plan, or the unlimited plan. But running a one product store, you may want to start with the free plan. So when you are going to scale up in future, you can now go in for any of these plans. So I click on register now. So in here, you enter your username, password, and then email address. So I'll do this pretty quick and get back to you. Alright, I've entered my details. Then I click on I'm not a robot. In here, I need to choose Crossworks. Then I click on verify. It is verified. I click on submit and confirm. So the registration is complete. I click on view your membership accounts. So in here, anytime I want to change from one membership level to another, just come here and click on change, and it will take me to the next step. But I don't want to do that now. I can also go to dashboard. You see that your Ezusy account is not connected to your store, and you can click here to see how you can do it, but I don't want to go there because I'm here to show you how to do that. So to connect my Ezusy account to my e-commerce website, I need to click on settings, then go to general. In here, I enter my start URL. So I go back to my website, then I just copy this, come back to Ezusy, right click in here, paste. When that is done, you see consumer key and then consumer secret. They are not there yet until you connect your store. So I click on connect store. Now Ezusy want to connect with WooCommerce, and I am now in my website. I click on approve, and now we have the consumer key and then the consumer secret. I click on save changes. The changes has been saved. Ezusy is now connected to my e-commerce website. Now that this is done, let's go ahead to Aliexpress to get our products. Now before you start making this website, you might have come out with the product you want to sell. So I'm not going to go through to show you how you can get your product on Aliexpress. And to make this tutorial short, I've already identified the product I'm going to sell. So I'll just go ahead and open it up and show you how to import it onto Ezusy. Okay, this is the product I'm going to sell. And on my website, I want to offer free shipping. So you need to look for products that you can get free shipping. One other thing you need to take notice of is the price of the product. If you look at the price of this product, it's very high to me, but I just want to get a perfect product to show you how to create your single product dropshipping website. Also, under quantity, you may want to consider choosing a product with higher quantities. As you can see in here, 86 pieces is not that enough. And like I said earlier, I just want to show you how to make this website. I'm not really going to sell with this, so it's okay to use any product for the tutorial. Now you see the Ezusy logo right here. You also see it right there, and you will not see it on your browser because I've added this as an add-on to my browser, and I'll show you how to do that. Just go over to Google, then you search for Ezusy Chrome extension, and this will help you to import product from Aliexpress to your Ezusy account. So when you get there, you see add to Chrome. For me, I'm seeing remove from Chrome simply because I've already installed the add-on. Perfect. If you go back to Aliexpress, I also have a particular add-on. This add-on will help you to download all images of your products. So you see right here, I can click on all to download all images on this particular page. I've already done that, and the name of that add-on is Alisave. Let me take you through that. Go over to Google, then you search for Alisave Chrome extension right here. So you can skip the ads, then you just click on the next one. Again, for me, I'll see remove from Chrome, and for you, you see add to Chrome. You just click on add to Chrome and it will do the rest. I exit out of here. Now I'll go ahead and click on the icon right here to import my product. You see that importing to Ezusy. Perfect, the product is imported. Then I go back to Ezusy, and at imported, I'll see one right there. I click on it. So the actual price of the product is $49, and what you saw here earlier is in Ghana cedis. Take note. So in here, you can click on push product to your store. But before I do that, I would like to edit my product. So I click on edit imported product. Now the title of the product, you may want to reword the name of your product. It is very important. Sometimes on Aliexpress you get a long name for your product. So what I do is, I don't need all this, and I also don't need ozone. I don't want some big names for my product, and maybe the M here I change it to capital. So I have mini USB air purifier. Perfect. And the product description too, in here you see that I have so many images right here which I don't need on my website, and also the contact details of the supplier. So what I do is I highlight all and I take them off. I'll insert my own product details when I get back to WooCommerce. Another important feature you may want to look at is sync. So you can sync the price as well as the stock. When you sync the price, anytime the price change on Aliexpress, it will reflect on your website as well as the stock. So it is important to sync everything so that when the price increase, you get to know, so that you determine how much your profit margin will be. So right here, currently I don't have any category set, so we'll set category when we get back to WooCommerce. And these are the various images for my product. So if I don't need any of these images, I'll just go ahead and close that one up. For instance, this one, I can just click on close to take it off. Then I click on save. I close it from here. So you now see the new name of my product. Next, I go ahead and push the product to my store. So I click here and it is doing its thing right there. Product being pushed. Okay, it is finished. I can now exit out of Ezusy as well as Aliexpress. Now I click on products to see how my product is being imported. So in here I have my product and I have 86 in stock and the price is 49. You don't want to keep this price because you want to make some profit. So let's edit our product. Before we start editing, let's view the product. I right click, open link in a new tab. So this is how our product page will look like. So I go back. In here, you go ahead and enter the product description. That is what you see under your product. And then product short description will appear under the name of the product right here. So in order to entice your clients, you need to come up with good product description. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I just want to make things fast. So I won't bore you with how to get your product description. So I just go ahead and paste something I've come out with. Okay, I have my product description. I scroll down and I also go ahead and provide the product short description. The next thing I'm going to talk about is pricing. With dropshipping, you can set whatever price you want, but you don't want to overprice your product. For this product, I'll add a 50% profit margin. So I'll make the price 79.99, or better still, the regular price, I make it 120, and I'll keep the 79.99 at sale price to indicate that this is the original price and I've reduced to this. Perfect. I click on update. Now let's take a look at our new price and also the product description. So this is my price. So the old price and the new price. Going down, you also see the product description right here. Perfect. I go back. Next thing I'm going to do is set up product category. So I just click on add new category and I call it air purifier. Click on add new category. Now I unchecked and categorized. Click on update. In future, if I want to add different products, I can come here and then categorize all of them. Perfect. So that's it on editing my product. The next thing I'm going to do is to design my website. As you can see, the home page is not appealing. So we are going to look at how to design our website. in order to make our buyers wanting to come back to our store. So currently this is our home page, but we cannot edit it. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and create a page that I can edit and also make it my home page. So to do that, I go over to new, then I click on page. I exit out of here, then under title I just call it home. Then I click on publish, publish again. It is published. I view the page. So this is how my page will look like. Take note, I've created the page and call it home, but it doesn't make it my home page. So I need to tell WordPress that this particular page is my new home page. How can I achieve that? I go over to the back end of my website, then I scroll to settings, click on reading. Under your home page displays, currently it is set to your latest post. I don't want that, so I'll choose a static page. Then under home page, I drop down the arrow, then I select home. That is the page I just created right here. I scroll down, click on save changes. Now if I refresh this page, this home you are seeing in the URL will disappear and it will not become my home page. So I refresh it. You see that the /home is gone and this is now my new home page. Meanwhile, I don't need this title and this sidebar here. So what I do is I click on edit and I edit it with Elementor. It is opened with Elementor. So first of all, I go ahead to settings, then at hard title I toggle it on, then under page layout I choose Elementor full width. Then the page will refresh. Now the title, home and the sidebar are gone. Now at the left hand side are the widgets that we'll use to build our page. Take note, there are some pro widgets which we won't talk about because we cannot use them. So we go ahead and use what is available to us. So before we get started, let me take you through how Elementor works. All these widgets you see right here, you can insert them using columns. And before you get a column, you need to click on the plus icon here. These are the various structures you need. Using any of these structures will depend upon how you want your layout to be. So let's assume I want to use a single structure. I just click on it. Then I go back to this little square right here. I call elements. Then I can go ahead and drag in the heading element. So when that is done, you can edit your text from here or right here, whichever way to take you to the same place. You can center it. You can go back to elements and grab an image and drop it under your heading. And when that is done, you can see the image here. Just click on it and choose whatever image you want to use. So I can go ahead and select files. Then I can grab this image, click on open. So it is uploaded. I click on insert media. I can also go ahead and add in a button. So I just drag and drop it in here. I can center the button and the text on the button, that is click here, I can change it to something else, that is learn more. I can go to style, then change the background color of my button like this. I can choose whatever color I want. I can go back to content, then increase the size of my button from small to large. I can also go ahead and add in some text. So I grab the text editor and I drop it in here. So in here I can customize my text whichever way I like. Perfect. So I hope you get the idea. So I'll exit out of here so that we build our page from scratch. So first of all, I'll go to insert new section, then I choose the double column section. I go over to element, then I drag in the image element. I click on it here to choose my image. So I go to upload files, select files. I have my images in here, and I'll just go ahead and add all these images so that I won't have to upload them again. So I highlight all and I click on open. Take note, already I have all this image I'm uploading in my website, and that is what you see under the product image. These ones down here below are different from the ones I am inserting. For instance, this particular one, it has a white background, as you can see, and this one in here, there's no white background. I've taken off the background so that I can use it on my home page. So I'll go ahead and select this one, then click on insert media. It is inserted, perfect. Next, I go back to elements, then I grab the heading element right here. So in here, I edit my heading text. So I'll go ahead and add the text pretty quick and get back to you. Okay, this is what I've got. So after inserting any element, you get these three options right here. First of all, we have content, where you can enter your text, and we have style, where you can change the color, the typography, and other stuff about your text. And finally, the advanced option. So next up, I go to style. Then under typography, I want to change the font to Montserrat. So I go to font family, then I search for Montserrat. I have it right here. I click on it, and the size, I'll change it to 35 or maybe 40 or 41 is cool. I'll click somewhere here with my insertion point, backspace, then I hit enter. I want to take it to the next line, and I'll do the same thing here as well. Highlight the name of my product, that is mini USB air purifier, then I bold it up. Perfect. I go back to typography, and the line height, I make it 1.2. Make sure it is at EM and not pixels. Now before I move further, I want to change the background color of this whole section. So I click on edit section right here, then I go to style, and the background type, I choose classic, and in here I enter the color I want to use. I already have the colors I want to use right here, so I just copy it, then I paste it in here. Meanwhile, I'll change my text to white, that is the color. Perfect. Next, I go back to elements, and I drag in the text element right here, and I'll go ahead and enter my text in here. Okay, I have my text. I'll change the color to white, and the typography, I change it to Montserrat. Perfect. And the size, I make it 20 or maybe 17. Next, I go back to elements. In here, I'll add two buttons, and to do that, I'll add inner section. I want the two buttons to be in line, so I go back to elements, then I drag in the button element. So in here, I enter, see it in action. And later on in the tutorial, I'll put a link here so that when visitors click on it, it will take them to a particular location of my website. Under alignment, I click justify so that it will cover the whole space. I'll go to style, the typography, I'll change it to Montserrat. And since I'll be using Montserrat throughout my work, I'll need to add it to my global font. So I click on the plus icon right here, then I enter. Montserrat. Create. So each time I want to use it, I can easily click on it instead of searching for it. I want to change the color of the button, and I have a particular color I want to use right here. Copy, and the color, I highlight it and enter my color. Perfect. Then I go to hover, and the hover animation, I choose sync. So this is how I want my button, and I need to duplicate it for this particular one. So I just click on it, copy, click here, paste. Meanwhile, I need different text here, so I select it, then I take off this, then I enter buy now. I go over to style, the color, I want to make it white, and then the text color, I change it to the blue right here. Perfect. Awesome. Next, I want to close the space in between this text and the buttons. So I select the button that is at this section right here. Then I go over to advanced. I uncheck the values here. Then I make it negative. So as I'm going down, the buttons are going up. 40 or maybe 42. The next thing I'm going to do is to put the whole of this text in the middle of the image so that it won't be hanging on top here. So I select the whole section. So I click on edit section. Then I go over to layout. Then vertical height, I choose middle. Next, I go ahead and create some spacing up here and also at the bottom. So I go to edit section. Then I go over to advanced, and the pattern, I unlink the values. Then top, I make it 50, then bottom, I make it 50 as well. And if I want, I can also alternate the position of the image and the text. So I just grab the column right here and drag it over here. Perfect. So this is how good Elementor is. I click on update. So the hero section of my page is created. Next, I go ahead and insert a new column, and I will choose a single column. Then I go over to elements, then I drag in the text element. In here, I enter key features in capital letters. I go ahead and center it, go to style, and the text color, I make it black. Then typography, I'll just go ahead to global, then I choose Montserrat. Features is not correctly spelled, just add in the R here. Next, I go over to elements, then I grab the text element right here, and I go ahead and enter the text pretty quick. Okay, I have my text in here. I go to style, center it, then the text color is okay. I'll leave it as it is. Then under typography, I just go ahead and choose Montserrat by clicking on global. Next, I want to create some spacing around all my text right here. So I click on edit section. I go over to advanced. Then in here under padding, I enter 100 so that I'll have a spacing of 100 at top, left, bottom, and right. The space at top is smaller than the space at bottom, so maybe I need to increase the space at top. So to do that, I need to unlink these values here so that it won't affect the rest of the sides. So I check this, then under top, let's see what happens. I think 135 is cool. Perfect. And the title, I change the weight to 600 instead of 500. Next, I go ahead and create another section. So I go over to add new section, then I choose the double column. So now I'll alternate the insertion of my images. So the first section, I have the image at the right. So this time around, I will have it at left. So I go over to element, drag in the image element. click on it, and I choose my image from here. I choose this one, then I click on insert media. And before I move forward, I need to change the background color here. So I click on edit section, I go over to style, and the classic, I click on color. Now I go ahead and paste in my background color. Next I go over to elements, then I grab the heading element right here. In here I enter humanized. I'll go over to style, and I change the color to white. The font, I change it to Montserrat, and the size, I make it 25 or maybe 26. Next I go over to elements, then I search for list, that is icon list. So I grab this one, drag it in here. I want to change the icons right here, so I select this, click on the icon, and I'll choose check, this particular one, that is checkbox. I click on insert. So I want to repeat the same for the rest of them, so I don't need to do them one by one. All what I need to do is close this up, and I can duplicate this one to whatever number I want, and I think I need 4 of them or maybe 5. So in here I just paste in my text, I close that up, then I open the next one, highlight it, then paste in my text. So I'll go ahead and paste in my text for the rest of them and get back to you. Alright, I've pasted in my text. Next I go to style, then under icon I want to change the color to white. Next I go over to text, and I'll change the text color to white. The typography, I go to global, and I choose Montserrat. And finally I need to add a button in here, so I'll just go ahead and grab one of these. I need buy now, but I need this particular color, so I copy it, right click here, click on paste. Perfect. And I like it the way it is, that is going across the whole column. Perfect. So I'll change the text to buy now. With my exclamation mark, so later I'll link it up to the products. Next I click on edit section, then I go over to column, and the vertical align I choose middle. Perfect. And advanced, I link the values, then top I make it 50, then bottom I make it 50. Perfect. Click on update. Next I insert another column, that is 2 columns. Now I will get some text here and an image here. So I go over to elements, then I grab in the heading element, then I enter, take it along with you. Next I go over to elements again, I grab the text element, then I paste in this text, then I hit enter. Maybe I can add more. It works even without a socket. Perfect. I go over to style, then I change the text to Montserrat. I do the same thing to the heading. Style, I change the color to black, and then typography I choose Montserrat. I click on the pencil icon and the typography, and I change the weight to 600. Maybe the size I make it 26. Perfect. I think here I need to do the same thing. Choose 600 here. Awesome. The size is okay. Next I go over to elements again, then I drag in the image element, choose image, and I choose this one, insert media. So this signifies take it along with you. Perfect. Now I click on edit section right here, and the layout, I go to vertical align, then I choose middle. I'll create my spacing as usual. So I click on edit section right here, then I go to advanced, I unlink the values and the padding. At top I make it 50, then bottom I make it 50 as well. Or maybe I can align this text to right here. I select this one as well, then I align it to right. Perfect. I update, and finally I'll insert one last section. So I click on insert new section, then I choose a single section. I go over to elements, then I drag in the heading element. In here I enter, see it in action. I center it, I go over to style, I change the color to white because I will change the background, and then typography I make it Montserrat. Then I click on the pencil icon, the weight I change it to 600. So let me go ahead and add the background color. So I click in here, I go to style, and the background type I choose classic, then I click on color, then I paste in my background color. Awesome. Next I go over to elements. This time around I'll grab inner section in here because I need 2 columns, and in here I need to get some list just like this. So I'll just go ahead, right click on this, copy, come down here, right click here, click on paste. Then I'll go ahead and remove what I don't want. I think I need 3 lists, and in here I enter, removes order. Here I enter, removes smoking. Then finally I click on the last one. You can say drop down dust. I also need a button here, call to action. So I grab this, copy, right click here, paste, and in here I want to insert a video of my product. So I go over to elements, then I grab video. So in here I paste the URL of my video. I've already got my video created. It's okay if you don't have a video on your product, you can just use images throughout your design. So I paste in the link to my video. So I've created this video and uploaded it on YouTube. Perfect. So next I click on edit section right here, then I go to advanced, and the pattern I unlink the values. Top I will make it 50, then bottom I make it 50 as well. I want everything in here to be in the middle, so I select this section right here. Take note, this time around not here but here. So I select it, then I go over to layout, and the vertical align I choose middle. And maybe this time around the button I don't want it to stretch across, so I select it, then I choose left. I click on update. Let's preview our page. Perfect. I like this design. Awesome. I go back to Elementor. So this button right here, maybe I can just go ahead and link it up so that when people click on it, to take them to this particular section, that is see it in action. To do that, I go over to elements, then I search for anchor, that is menu anchor. I grab it and drop it right here. Under the ID, I enter video. Perfect. Then I go over to the button, click on it, click on content. Under the link, I leave the hashtag in here, and I enter video. And when people click on it, it will take them to the video right here. I click on update, Let's take a look at it under preview. So I have my button in here, click on it and it will take you to the video right here. Perfect. So now that our page is created, let's take a look at how it will appear on mobile. So I go back to Elementor, then I click on responsive mode, then I choose mobile right here, and starting from the top, see that the text here doesn't look good. So I select this, I go over to style and the typography, I'll change it to 20. I think 20 is cool. Perfect. Then I go back to content, I center it, I'll center this one as well. I think the size is cool, or maybe I make that one maybe 15. I think 15 is cool, and the buttons are all good. Scrolling down, image 2 is good. Okay, this section doesn't look good, so what I need to do is take note. Under desktop, I added a great deal of margins over there. So going to mobile, I'll click on edit section right here, and this time around I'll make everything 25 across, or maybe the top I'll increase it a bit. So I need to unlink the values so that it will be the same as the bottom. I think 50 is cool. Then scrolling down, I think this is cool, so I don't need to do anything here. Perfect. Okay, here I'll just go ahead and center it. So select it, then click on center, do the same thing right here. Maybe the button in here, I'll make it justify so that it will stretch across. Let's see how it looks on tablet. Starting from top, I think the image is cool, but the text here, I'll change the size. So I go over to style. After selecting it, click on the pencil icon, I'll make it 30, or maybe 27. 27 is cool, so that the name of the product will be in its own line. And this one here is okay by me. Then the buttons, maybe I need to have one on top, so I click on the column right here, click on it, then under layout I go to column width, then I make it 100%. I do the same thing to this one as well, click on it, then column width 100. Going down, this is cool, so I leave it as it is. This is also good. Perfect. And maybe I need another button in here, so I'll just go ahead and copy this one right here, then paste, and this time around I'll make it align right. Perfect. Let's see how it will come up on mobile. I think it's cool on mobile. Now on desktop, I'll make it align right as well. I'm happy, so I click on update, and my home page is fully created. Perfect. Now let me go ahead and link the buy now buttons to my products. So I go over to the back end, I go to products, I view the product, so I right click on view, open link in a new tab, and in here I have my product. So right click on it, copy, go back to Elementor, click on the button, that is the first one, go to content, in here I paste, click on this one as well, paste the link, click here, paste, click here, paste, and I click on update. So when people click on any of this buy now button like this, it will take them to the product page. Perfect. Now I exit out of here, here, and here as well. Next, I'm going to create the rest of my pages, that is about page, contact page, and the rest. So I go over to new, then I right click on page, open link in a new tab. So under add title, I enter about, I click edit with Elementor. Then I go over to settings, toggle on hide title, then page layout, I choose Elementor full width. Sorry, I think I've chosen Elementor canvas. It should rather be Elementor full width. So with the about page and the rest of the pages, I'll just keep them simple. So first I insert a section, and the height, I choose minimum height. Maybe I make it 350 instead of 400. Then I go over to elements, drag in the heading element. I enter about, center it, go to style, change the color to white, and the typography, I change it to Montserrat. You will see it. Now I'll apply background color. So I click on edit section, then I go to style, classic, then I click on color, then I'll go ahead and paste in my background color. I click back on the title, then I change the size, then 45 is cool. Next I go over to elements, then I drag in the text elements. So in order not to bore you with my slow typing, I'll just duplicate this dummy content. I'll go ahead and center it, perfect. Now go over to advanced, and the padding, I unlink the values, then top I make it 50, bottom 50 as well. I publish it. Let's take a look. So in here you take your time and enter your about text. It's very important for your e-commerce website. I'll also go ahead and change the typography and the style. I go to global, I choose Montserrat. Update. I'll exit out of here and here as well. Next I'll go ahead and create my contact page. So I go over to new, right click on page, open link in a new tab, and the title, I enter contact. Click on edit with Elementor, go over to settings, toggle on hide title, page layout, I choose Elementor full width. Click on edit section, single column section, go over to height, minimum height, and I change it to 350. The background color, I go to advanced, style, classic, color, and I paste in my background color. Next I go over to elements, grab the heading element, and I change the text to contact. I center it, go to style, change the color to white. The typography, I choose Montserrat. Click on the pencil icon, the size, I make it 45. Next I'm going to create a contact form and insert it right here. Before I do that, I click on publish. Now I go over to the back end of my website. In here I have WP forms. Take note, we install WP forms when we're installing plugins. So I hover on it, go over to add new, click on it. In here I go ahead and use the simple contact form which is already designed for us. Right here I don't need first name and last name, I only need one field. So I select name, drop down the arrow and the format, I choose simple. I go over to advanced, and the field size, I choose large so that to stretch across. And I'll do the same thing to email, advanced, large. The submit button, I want to change it to send. So to do that, I go over to settings and then submit button. I remove submit, then I enter send. I can also change the name of my form to contact form, sort of simple contact form. Perfect. Then I go to notifications, then send to email address. And if I leave this tag in here, whatever email that will be sent through the form will go to the email address I used to set up WordPress. If I don't want my emails to go there, in here I need to specify the email I want. But I'll leave it as it is for now. Then email subject line, I'll say new contact form entry instead of new simple contact form entry. And then the from name, which name is it coming from? It should be the name of my website. Then the from email, I will leave it as the default one. Perfect. Then I go to confirmations, and this is the message users will see when they submit the contact form. Perfect. You can tweak the text the way you want. I think everything else is cool. I click on save. It is saved. I exit out of here. Then I go back to Elementor, refresh the page. Then under search, I search for WP forms. I have it right here. I grab it inside here. Then under form, I drop down the arrow, then choose contact form. Take note, that is the name of my form. And I go over to advanced. I unlink the values and the padding. At top, I make it 50. Bottom, I make it 50 as well. Update. Let's take a look. Perfect. Maybe I don't need comment or message. So what can I do? I go back to the form. It is right here. After I closed it, this is where it will take me. So I just click on it. So the label right here, I click on it. Then I remove comment or, then I leave it as message. Save. Exit. Then I go ahead and refresh my page. It will now be message. Perfect. I exit out of here and here as well. Next, I go ahead and create a fact page that is frequently asked questions. So I go over to new, I click on page, open link in a new tab. So in here, I just enter FAQ, edit with Elementor. I go over to settings, toggle on hide title, page layout. I choose Elementor full width. I insert a section, single column section. Height, I choose minimum height. Now make it 350. And in here, I change the background color. In the classic, I choose color. Then I paste in my background color. I go back to elements. I grab the heading element and enter FAQ. I center it. Then I go back to style, change the color to white. Typography, I choose Montserrat, and the size, I make it 45. Next, I go to elements again. Now I search for accordion. I have accordion right here. I grab it in here. So in here, I can enter my question and the answer will follow. So if my visitors ask me some questions through my contact form, I can come here and add them. So other users who might want to ask the same question will just get their answers from here. So I'll say question 1. The answer is right here. You can type whatever answer you like. Then I go to question 2. So I have question 2 right here. and the answer is also right here. So if I have more questions, I click on add item. So I add question 3 and the answer is right here. And you can add unlimited number of questions depending upon how many questions you have. I go over to advanced. I unlink the values. At top, create 50 padding. Left, I make it 50. You can also change the text and the style, that is title. I change the color to black. And then typography, I choose Montserrat. Active color, I choose my blue color. And then the content, that is the text here, I go there. Then I change the typography to Montserrat and the text color is cool. Perfect. I publish. Now let's take a look at it. Perfect. So all these pages I'm creating now are the boring pages, and I don't want to go ahead step by step as to create all the pages. You may want to create privacy policy page, terms and conditions, returns and refunds, shipping and delivery, and any kind of page that you think your e-commerce website will need. Maybe I'll create those pages later. You just have to follow the same procedure I use in creating all these pages. So I exit out of here and then Elementor as well. Now that we are done creating all the boring pages, let's go ahead and customize our website. So to do that, I click on customize, or you can also do that by going to the back end, that is appearance, then you click on customize. But I prefer to use this. So we'll start from top to bottom. So first of all, I want to create my menu. You see that the menu is not in good shape. So to do that, I go to menus and I click on create new menu. The menu name, I enter main menu and I'll assign it to primary menu. Scroll down, click on next. So when that is done, the menu in here will vanish. And I click on add new items. So I need home, fact, contact and about. I'll rearrange them so fact will come right here, then contact here. Perfect. So I have home, about, fact and then contact. I publish. So I have my menu right here. The next thing I'm going to do is to add a logo. So upon hovering here, I click on the pencil icon on the name of my site. Then in here, I click on select logo. Go to upload files, select files, click here, and I have my logo right here. I have a video that will show you how to create your own logo. I'll put a link to that video in the description down below so that you can check it out in order to make your own logo. It is inserted. I click on select, skip cropping, and my logo will appear right here. The size, I'll reduce it down. I think 200 is cool, or 180. I don't need the site title anymore, so I toggle it off from here, and I'll change the arrangement of my logo. So I grab it from here, that is site identity and logo. I drop it in here so that it will be in the middle, and I grab my primary menu and drop it right there. Up on this plus icon, I click on it, and I click on HTML1. So in here, I want to insert some text, so I click on the pencil icon and it will take me right here. So I enter, I go over to design, then the text color, I change it to white. In the background color, I click on the pencil icon right here, go to design, and I change it to my blue color, paste, and the padding, I uncheck the values here, then top, I enter 10 or maybe 13. Okay, I think this is cool. Or maybe I change back the location of my logo to this place, and then my primary menu, take it back to the default location. Okay, I think this is cool. Next, I go ahead and click on the plus icon right here, and I'll click on button link. Click on the button to customize it. The text, I'll make it buy now. I think the color is cool. That is the same color right here. I can just be sure by going to design, that is background color for normal, paste in my blue color. So the menu link, I'll go ahead and paste the link to my product. So I go over to the back end, and I go to products. I can just go ahead and right click on view, copy link address, come back here, paste. I publish. Next, I scroll down to the footer section. I click on edit right here. First of all, I'll change the text. So I'll remove the whole of this out to powered by. Don't really need that. Under design, I change the text color to white. In the background color, I click on the pencil icon here. Then I go to design, background color. I choose white. Sorry, black. Next, I click on this gear icon right here, and the columns in here, I want to change it to 1, and I'll put my footer menu right there. So I click on the pencil icon here, and I choose footer menu. I don't have my footer menu yet, so I'll go ahead and create one. So I go back, and I go to menus, create new menu. Menu name, I call it footer menu, and I assign it to footer menu. Next, add items. So I need home, fact, contact us, about, maybe shop. So I'll rearrange them the way I want. I think this is cool. So if I have all the rest of the pages, that is return and refunds, shipping and delivery, terms and conditions, I'll add all of them right here. So everything will display here. I publish. Now I go ahead and change the background color. So I click on the pencil icon right here under design, background color. I make it black, but this time around not completely black. So let's see how it looks. I think this is cool. So the text colors, I can edit it by going to footer menu right here, go over to design, the normal color, I want it to be white. Hover color, I'll paste in my blue color. Perfect. I need to change the text of my copyright text, so I click on copyright here, design. I think it's already white. I don't know why it's not appearing. Maybe when we refresh to come up. I publish. Next thing I want to look at is work on my typography. So to do that, maybe I need to go to the product page. So I'll change the typography in here to Montserrat. So I go back, then I go to global typography, base typography, that is body, I drop down the arrow, then I search for Montserrat. Everything in here will change. Perfect. Now I go back. The product page, I don't need the sidebar, so I go over to sidebar. Now I scroll down to single product. I drop down the arrow, then I choose no sidebar, and this will vanish. Perfect. Next, I'm going to change my menu to capital letters, so I click on the pencil icon here, then I click on design, scroll down to menu font. I click on the pencil icon here, and the text transform, I change it to uppercase. Let me see how it looks on mobile right here. So with mobile, I need to fix the site title, so I click on the pencil icon right here. I don't need to display the title on mobile. Let's see how our mobile menu will look like. I don't like this, so I will fix this. So to do that, I go over to off canvas menu, then I click on configure menu from here, and the off canvas menu, I drop down the arrow and I choose main menu, so that I'll have my main menu as my mobile menu as well. Perfect. Now I go to off canvas, click on the plus icon here, choose button, and the button is right here, buy now. Maybe the logo, I need to fix the size, so I click on the pencil icon here, and I'll reduce the size from here. 145, I think is cool. Awesome. I publish. The last thing I'll do is insert a site icon right here. Scroll down, then I click on select site icon, upload files, select files. Then I click on my logo right here, open. It is uploaded. I click on select, skip cropping, and it will display right here. Perfect. I publish. And that's it on customizing my website. So I exit out of here. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, I still need to fix this. It's sort of touching the upper part here. So I click on customize. I click on pencil icon here. Go to design. The pattern, I make it 10 or maybe 18. I publish, exit out of here. I think this is cool. Perfect. Now let's take a look at our product page. Now that the customization of our website is done, let's go ahead and add some payment gateways to our WooCommerce website. Now if I click on add to cart, I need to view the cart before I can see the cart page. I don't want this. I want it to behave in such a way that the moment I add to cart, it will take me to this page. So I'll show you how we fix it. Also, if I proceed to checkout, you see that I don't have any payment gateways in here. So we'll look at how to fix all that. But before I do that, let me go ahead and add the cart icon right here. So I go to customize, then I go to header builder. So in here I click on the plus icon, then I click cart to appear right here, and boom, we see it here. I click on the pencil icon to edit it. Maybe I don't need the total, or maybe the cart title. This is how I want it. I publish, then I exit out of here. Now let's go ahead and add some payment gateways and also do some other customization on WooCommerce. So I go over to the back end and I go to WooCommerce, click on settings. In here you need to enter the address of your website. So I just fill in these details. Country, I'm from Ghana, so I choose Ghana. Perhaps I will narrow it down to region, so northern. And then selling locations, I want to sell to all countries since I'm not doing the delivery myself. And Aliexpress deliver to all countries. And the shipping location will also be all the countries I sell to. If you want in here, you can enable taxes, enable it, and I'll make sure the tax is captured as part of my pricing. The currency, you can choose whatever currency you want from here. I'll leave it as dollars, and everything else is cool. I click on save changes. Next I go over to products. So under shop page, you need to make sure that it is set to shop. And add to cart behavior, I check redirect to the cart page after successful addition. So once people click on add to cart, they don't have to view the cart in order to check out. To just take them to the cart page directly. I scroll down and click on save changes. Next I go to tax. So I will make sure I select it. Yes, I will enter prices inclusive of tax, so that I don't have to charge taxes separately. Everything else is fine. I click on save changes. Now shipping, I'm not going to handle shipping myself. Everything will be done by Aliexpress, so I don't need to do anything in here. Next I go over to payments. So with dropshipping, you may not want to use any of these payment gateways, that is direct bank transfer, check payments, and cash on delivery. So I'll go ahead and add some other payment gateways like PayPal. So I'll go over to plugins, click on add new. There are so many payment gateways you can actually use, but for our purpose I'll just limit it to maybe PayPal. So under search plugins, I enter PayPal, and I'm going to install PayPal Express. So I click on install now. It is installed. I activate. I go back to WooCommerce and I click on settings, and I go over to payments. So in here I have my PayPal now. I enable it, save the changes. Then I go ahead and click on manage. So in here the environment, you need to change it to live mode, and you also need to get your live API username, API password, and then API signature in here from PayPal. So I'll just go ahead and paste my details in here. Then I scroll down, show express button on. I don't want it to be on cart page, so I'll take them off. And going down, landing page, you need to set it to billing. Perfect. Then I go down, click on save changes. Now PayPal is set. Now let me go back to my product page. So I click on buy now. Now I click on add to cart. So instead of viewing the cart, to take me to the cart page directly. Perfect. So I click on proceed to checkout, and now I have my payment gateway right here, which is PayPal. Now that everything is set, let's take a look at how to fulfill orders when people buy from your store. And since I'm doing this to show you how it works, I don't want to make any payment. So I go to WooCommerce. Now I'm going to create a coupon code such that I will make it 100%. So I click on create your first coupon, and I'll make it 100% off. And then the discount type, I make it percentage discount, and the coupon amount, I make it 100. And the usage restriction, maybe I don't want to do this. I just want to use it to show you how you can fulfill order. So I publish it. So I open new incognito window. Then I go to my website. I click on buy now. I add to cart. So in here I enter my coupon, 100 off, apply coupon, and now the total is 0. Proceed to checkout. So when it is 0, meaning you don't get to use any payment gateway. So I fill in my details and get back to you. So I click on place order. Thank you, your order has been received. So this is the name of my product, the total amount, the discount, which is 100%, making everything 0. So I will receive an email in my Gmail account. That is the email address I used to make the order. So let me go ahead and check that up. So in here I have my email, and this has the order information. Maybe I need to fix this. I don't want to see this WooCommerce thing. As an administrator, I also receive an email in my inbox telling me that there's an order from a client. So let me go over to WooCommerce, then I go over to settings, then I go over to emails. In here I need to remove built with WooCommerce. Now just leave the site title, and the colors, maybe I want to change the base color to my website colors. So I prefer to use the button color. I paste it in here and I save the changes. I also go over to accounts and privacy, so that I will allow customers to log into an existing account, allow customers to create an account during checkout, and also allow customers to create account on my account page. Or maybe this, I don't need that. Scroll down, click on save changes. Now let's go ahead and fulfill the order. So if I go to WooCommerce, I'll see orders, but take note, this is not where we are going to fulfill the order. We are going to do it at Ezusy. So I go over to Ezusy. Now I'm in the dashboard of my Ezusy account. So I click on orders. So always I'll see how much of orders I have. So currently it is 1. So all what I need to do is click on order now. Right, so go ahead and connect with Aliexpress. So I need to log into my Aliexpress account. So when that is done, all the details from my client will push to Aliexpress, and the product will be packaged and delivered to the buyer. So that's it on how we fulfill orders using Ezusy. So I exit out of here. Okay, it's been quite a journey, and this brings us to the end of creating our one product dropshipping website. I hope this video was helpful. If you found value, kindly hit the like button, subscribe, and also enable the notification bell, so that each time I post a new video just like this one on this channel, you'll be the first to know. If you also want to support my channel, I will urge you to share this video with your friends on social media, and this does help me out. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.